So we're gonna wash that pile of shit out of our mouth, and we're gonna talk about the Adam Project, which is available on Netflix. It is starring Ryan Reynolds, Walter Scobell, and Jennifer Garner. Um, we were just talking about a guy who plays the same same guy in every movie, and we transition right to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I'm listen. He certainly does, but he does it well, and I think that's how he keeps getting. Like that Deadpool joint is it's captured the hearts and minds of America, bro. Like he's gonna be able to get away with being Ryan Reynolds for the next 30 years.
I'm not sick of him. Like you would think at this point, like you'd be sick of the whole Ryan Reynolds shtick, but no, I'm not sick of him. Nah, I don't. He's captured my entertainment attention. I guess. Like he's still cool with me. Yeah, it hasn't even hinted at wearing off or like starting to get old to me. But
I like his movies well enough, and I like him in it well enough. I can't say I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan in the sense that and I mean that by like Ryan Reynolds is not a selling point. Is I don't think he's bad in anything I see him in. Get I don't get annoyed when I see him on screen. It's just that like when I see the preview for a movie, I don't go, oh shit, Ryan Reynolds, okay, I gotta go see that. I seen him in Red Notice just recently. So like this is like the second Netflix joint that he's been starring in.
oh, that's the one where he's in there with The Rock, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny that Ryan Reynolds and The Rock is in a movie together because they're in every god movie that comes out now. There's either Rock or Ryan Reynolds is in the damn movie. So I mean,
They're
I haven't
doing
seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch that. So I mean, yeah, you can go first. You take it away.
Okay. So I I love time travel. I in all forms. I've always liked time travel, Back to the Future, Arrival, The Flash, anything that deals with time. I'm there. Watch Tenet. Um,
Oh
so,
yeah, shit. I still ain't seen it. All right, yeah.
so immediately it was already I was sold on at least giving it a shot just because of that. And I'm happy to say that unlike the last thing, it had my attention pretty much, from jump. It was and the thing is, it's like it's not like super like deep or anything like that. It's not. We're not looking at like the next Othello
Yeah,
or whatever. But it didn't
yeah,
need to. It was fun and it was emotional when it needed to be. Especially once Mark Ruffalo enters, and I won't say under what circumstances he comes in, but like once he enters the equation, it really it really spoke to me specifically because I have kind of like that weird dynamic with my own father. So like, watching them have to deal with what has happened and what possibly may happen and blah 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 and watching the kid and Ryan Reynolds character interact with each other because they are I don't think this is spoilers because they are past and future
yeah.
versions.
It's in the trailer, so yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah, so being past and future versions of the same character and watching them have to interact with each other, and Ryan Reynolds being so annoyed with how much of a shit he was as a kid, he just goes, "Look, man, stop treating your mom like shit, man. What are you doing?" And just kind of having them both dismantle a couple misconceptions that they had about each like Ryan Reynolds is growing up with this resentment for the pops, and then younger him has to be like, hey, look, what you remember might not necessarily be what it was. And because this just happened to me. And then Ryan Reynolds, like I said, talking about, how he treats his mom and everything like that. It's like, yo, chill on all that. And I think the family dynamic really carried that movie because I mean
yeah,
the villain was all right, and the love story that was in there was, all right or whatever. But I was really here for the family joint that was going on. So, I liked it.
yeah. I love Walker Scobell who plays the kid Ryan Reynolds. He actually kind of nailed it. He was like a believable. I kind of believe that's who Ryan Reynolds was as a kid because he has like a loud mouth. He's a smart ass. He's always going at it. He's getting his kicked by bullies all the time. It was, yeah, and seeing them two interact with each other was like you believe it. Like they were they them to working together was really good. It was really good. Um, and yeah, like you said, I mean, the story on this isn't it's not deep at all. The story kind of don't even matter in a sense. But
You're not wrong.
yeah, the first off, like just watching the first 5 minutes of this, like this is an expensive movie. Like they really put money into the special effects and stuff in this movie. Um, and yeah, the like it's I get a good kind of like Steven Spielberg's 80s film mixed with some light Star Wars, like kind of little pieces taken here and there kind of thing. It has that like Amblin Films kind of feel to it, you know. And yeah, the
Lightsabers.
I know they had a freaking lightsaber in this damn thing. I'm like, man, that's totally a lightsaber. Y'all gonna get sued. You know, stop playing around. And yeah, the family dynamic is kind of central to the movie, really. Beyond the special effects and the time travel thing. And I love they actually address the like the time continuum you know thing in here is like, wait, hold on, if you're here, do you remember this? You know, do you remember this when you were 12, you being here and all that? I thought that was cool. And it's really relatable. Like I often say, if I got in a time machine and I went back in time, I would kick my own. I definitely would. Like uh I was such a dumb little shit as a kid.
Yo,
um yeah, I know. Yeah. um the fight in the forest was like really good. Like I really enjoyed that part. That's when the action started to kick in. And yeah, the special effects are a 10. Like they are like all on 10. Like when the faceless minions died in there, and of course they're faceless minions because it's a family movie, you know, and they don't you
yeah,
can't have gratuitous violence and all that, you know, in a family film. So, you know,
gotta
but
get knocked into pixels.
yeah, right. But it was cool. Like I love the effect though. It was pretty cool. Especially the lightsaber effects. Like I was like, oh shit, okay. And and Zoe Saldana makes her appearance like right around that time, and she is full on Gamora. Oh no, actually she's full on Colombiana. Really, like
She wasn't Colombiana, wasn't she? I saw that.
yeah, yeah. It's a movie. It was all right, but but I don't. It seemed like ever since that movie, she's kind of been playing like one or two of the same same roles since that, and unsurprisingly, she's married to a white guy in this movie. That she whatever movie she does not like brothers. You notice that she does not rock with brothers. She is always on film. She's always married to a white man, like she is in real life. So
Listen, man. Listen. As soon as Jake Sully came to Pandora, I knew it was over for her.
it was over for us, huh?
She betrayed her whole race. We never had a shot. Yo, it's over.
Yeah, damn, that's a shame. She's so fine too, so it's a shame. Uh, Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo is amazing, like he is in everything. He is. And yeah, he I love that, like that dynamic between him and his sons was like really good and like really touching. I think they did a really good job at that. Um, you know, especially like towards the end when you know, him just like reconciling with like his the grown man his son has turned into, like was really touching and really poignant. And like, yeah, I was like, yeah, oh, man, that's okay. I get what they're going for with that. Um, and the deep fakes they have in this, like, Catherine Keener, right? Yeah, Catherine Keener, who's the villain in this. She's very one note too. She's just there to be the villain. That's
Yeah.
all. But her, they have it's a time travel movie, so they have her going back in time too to see her younger self, and they have like the whole deep fake thing with that they did in The Mandalorian with Luke Skywalker, and it's like they're getting better at it, but it's still kind of it's just odd sometimes. Some of the movements is kind of odd, and I don't know, it's just really uncanny valley type of thing happening. But
I don't really have an eye for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like I remember when they did it in Rogue One, everybody was like, "Yo, this looks horrible," and I was sitting there like, uh, I mean, I'll take your word for it. I guess I don't know saying they're wrong. I'm just saying like my eye is not trained to be able to spot that kind of thing.
it
I
wasn't
just
it wasn't that bad. It was just I don't know. It's just first off, it's weird as hell because he's dead. The dude in Rogue One, but yeah, it's not that one wasn't that bad. What was the one that was no if you do you have you ever seen Tron God the second movie that came out back in
yeah,
2010 or something like that. Yeah,
legacy.
yeah, that one was crazy. Like Jeff Bridges, his deep fake in there was just like I was like, oh God, kill it. Kill it now.
Watch it
Um
again. I haven't seen it since I saw it one time with my brother in theaters, and my brother spent the next like 5 years trying to convince me that was a good movie, and I don't buy it.
it was I'll well, okay, I haven't seen that movie. I got the Blu-ray too. I might pop it in just to see how it holds up. Before I stand for it, let me let me see it again. I remember it being I remember like really liking it, but I don't know, who knows now. Um yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, it's a really fun family movie. It's really it's one of those Friday nights, get the kids around and get some popcorn. And like the parent it's enough for the parents to be involved too. So when the kids get bored and they go off and do whatever they want to do halfway through the movie like they normally do. Like
Mhm.
the parents will still be kind of in it and enjoy it. So yeah, I'm giving it a 4.
Um, I'm not quite there. I I give it a. You know what? Scratch it. I was gonna give it a 3, but then I thought about the scene where they have to return to their proper times at the end of the movie, and I cried, like really cried when that happened. And
Yeah, it was a good touching scene. Like it really was.
keeping that in mind, considering the fact that it really just utterly opened up my emotional tear ducts, I'll meet you there, man. I give it a 4. I give it a 4.
All right, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, 8 out of 10 is appropriate for this. This is really good. They really put some effort into this. And yeah, they really put money into the special effects in this movie. I was just sitting there like, damn, this movie just started. The screen's all glitzy and like lit up already.